welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a full face with Estee Lauder products. I had a lot of fun creating this look, so I really hope that you all enjoy it too. It's a really simple look. It's something great that I would probably wear to work or just out for my normal days. It definitely takes a little more than just sweeping one color on your lid. But I mean, with Estee Lauder eyeshadows, that is definitely something I can do. I've got a palette that has a lot of colors in it, and they are always releasing great little palettes, especially in their, when they do their free gifts. They also do big step-up gifts where you can get, full eyeshadow palettes like this size, plus 4 lipsticks and some brushes and a case. They always do really great things like that, so keep your eye out for that. That's always a really great deal, because then you can get the foundation, concealer, get the free gift, and then pay for the big step-up thing, which is normally like $100-something, but you can get it for like $45 a lot of times. So that's how I've gotten quite a few of these products. Estee Lauder is such a great brand. It's one of my favorite full coverage brands. So I hope you all enjoy this look, and don't forget to like it if you like full face tutorials, and subscribe just down below so that you're getting notifications when I post new videos. And we won't chit chat any longer. I will go ahead and get into this so you can see how I created this super easy look. Okay, so first I'm going to start with priming the skin. So I have got the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Wrinkle Lifting Firming Serum, which this is, I guess the best way to describe it is it's kind of silicone feeling, like a pore filling primer, but it's not actually. It's a little bit more moisturizing as well, so I really like it for that reason. Just kind of start in the center of the face and then work my way out. And once I have got the primer on, I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, and this is in shade 0.5, which is the lightest they make, but it is such a fabulous foundation. It really does last all day. And I just dot it on kind of the same way I do any other foundation. And then I'm going in with my Real Technique sponge to just blend that out. This is one I have to be sure to blend down my neck to make sure that it's blending out well, because it still is just a tiny bit dark for me. And then I'm going in with the Double Wear Concealer, Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. Once again, this is their lightest shade, extra light. And I'm going to use that under the eyes, which I don't use as much of this as I do my Urban Decay concealer, because this is a lot thicker, so a little bit goes a very long way. And then I can also use this to kind of conceal some of my spots that I normally can't with my Urban Decay one, because this one does more match my skin tone, as opposed to being very highlighting. Okay, and then I'm blending that out with my sponge again. And to set all of that, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Powder Makeup. This is a very full coverage kind of look, but whenever I need to cover everything, Estee Lauder is the one I go to. And it's almost waterproof, honestly. It's kind of hard to get off, which I guess is a good thing if you're needing it to stay in place all day, which I think we all want our makeup to stay in place all day, so it's a good makeup product. then once I've set everything, moving on to adding some color back into the face, I have the Estee Lauder Pure Color Blush in Rebel Rose. And that's what that looks like. I know it kind of looks dark in the pan, but it never comes off quite that dark. I don't have a contour, bronzer, or highlight from Estee Lauder. I wish I did have their, what is it, Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess collection? I don't know, that highlight is phenomenal and I just don't have it. But I am going to use a little bit of a shimmer shade out of this. I think I'm going to go with something like these two, just to kind of add a little bit of highlight back to the face because it's a little boring. Eyeshadows are the ultimate multitasking product, and I love it. And then once again, I am going to use an eyeshadow product as an eyebrow product because once again, I don't have it. I'm not very good at that sometimes. But I'm going to use this matte brown shade up here. It's kind of lighter, so it'll just fill in those sparse areas for me. Now that I have most of the rest of the face done, I am going to go ahead and move on to the eyes. First, I'm going to use the Double Wear Stay in Place Shadow Cream in Ivory Lace to kind of act as my primer. Which it adds a little bit of shine in that base as well. And then to set that cream shadow, I'm using the lightest color, which is Ivory Slipper. Alright, so for the rest of the eyes, I will just list the color down in the description box below, so if you have any questions about what I'm using, I will list it and exactly which color I used for what part of the eye. But for now, I will just point to them because that's a little bit easier. I'm going to use that same color I used for my brows as my transition shade. Next, I'm going to use this dark, I probably should just use this finger, that's easier. This darker shade to deepen up my crease a little bit and kind of try to do kind of a halo effect look. Yeah. I've got a good deepness going on the outer and inner corner area, I am going to go in with this kind of pinky purpley shade. Shimmery. It's pretty. I love purples. And I'm just putting that on the center of the lid. And then I'm going to go in one more time with this dark reddish shade, and I'm going to use that to really define the crease really well. I called it reddish, but it's really more purple. Again, more purple. Wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it, so I'm going to go in with this one that's a little bit more matte and see if that'll deepen it up more for me. And I'm going to go in one more time with the light purple shade just to make sure it's still there and showing up. It didn't get dusted away. And now for the under lash line, the lower lash line. I'm going to continue using that same pencil brush I was just using because it does have just a little bit of product on it, but once again I'm going to start with this shade right here that I first used to kind of form the halo look. And then I'm going to go in with this shade really quickly and then this shade to follow that, just to make sure it's kind of matching up. And then I am going to use that light purple shade just in the center here in a moment, just to brighten that lower bit. And then to highlight, I'm going back into that first shade that I used to set the cream shadow that I used for my primer. And I'm going to use that on my inner corner and my brow bone. Okay, so the eyeshadow is pretty well done. I am just going to dust away a little of fallout because I was noticing there was just a little bit from all of the darker shades. And then I'm going to go in with eyeliner. The one I have right now is the Estee Lauder Pure Color Intense Kajal eyeliner. I've had other ones, let's see. The Artist Eye Pencil is definitely one of my favorites. I had a brown one that I loved a ton, and I don't know where it is. That would be the one I would prefer to use today, but I'm going to go in with black, and then because it is Kajal, kind of smudge it out a little bit. And this is just going to be a very, very, very thin line. I don't want it to be too thick at all. Like perfect. So on to the next eye. went on pretty well, so I don't think I need to smudge it out, but I am going to add just a little bit to the lower lash line once again so that it kind of matches up. Okay, so I was using just like an incredibly light hand. This is actually super, super dark. When you press a little bit harder, I was just trying to barely get that line on there just so that my eyes are lined. But I'm just going to show you just how black it can really be. And honestly, I wasn't really pushing that hard then either. So yeah, that can be very dark black. But I kind of just barely smudged it on there so it's just, once again, lining the eye. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Bold Volume Lifting Mascara. I have actually never purchased a full size of this because I've always had samples of it, and I actually just finished up another sample, so this is a new one. I use this as my everyday mascara so that I'm not wasting my higher end mascaras, which, not to say this isn't a higher end mascara, but the samples, you know, I like samples. So I can use my Too Faced Better Than Sex for more special occasions just because it's expensive and I didn't pay for this one. Which I will say, I have noticed I get really great payoff with 2 coats of this. So we will go ahead and do that. And then finally, I am going to be doing my lips. And I'm going to be using one of the Pure Color Envy lip potions, and this is in Quiet Riot. This is one of the things that Kendall Jenner was one of the spokespeople for. I know she's one of Estee Lauder's kind of makeup models all the time, but this was kind of one of her products that I think she helped develop with them. I don't know. And this is like a matte liquid lipstick, so I am going to be very cautious because I don't have an Estee Lauder lip liner. And I will wait for that to dry down, of course, and let's see. Now I am going to set my face. I did not purchase the Estee Lauder setting spray, so I'm just going to use my Mario Badescu. This is my cheek for this full face. I know for other full faces I have cheated a lot more, so I feel like I did pretty well this time. Thank you all so much for watching me create this look. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button just down below. And if you want to see more full face with one brand tutorials, please comment down below what other brands you'd like to see. I know I'm getting pretty close on my Too Faced products. I probably only need like 1 or 2 more. So if you're interested in that, let me know down below. And I believe that is all, and I will see you all next week. Bye.